One Canadian leader is not too happy with the Donald Trump's victory in the United States of America's elections, and that's clearly not Justin Trudeau, who's even given a congratulatory message over the Donald Trump returning to the government, but it is Canadians' new Democratic Party chief, Jagmeet Singh, who clearly has had pro-Khalistani views as well, and in many ways has been consistently targeting India. He says, I quote it here first, no matter the outcome of US elections, let me say this, hope is always better than fear and division. Tomorrow we'll be ready to stand up for Canada. This is what appears that he has said. Now, this is very interesting. Remember that this is not about Canada's election results. This is of a neighbor nation, USA. And to give a cryptic post like this, while Justin Trudeau, who's heading the country, has given a very strong US-Canada friendship message and congratulating Donald Trump, yet Jagmeet Singh has given out this message, which many are saying is perhaps a dig on Donald Trump. Let's listen in first.
We have to protect Canadian jobs. We have to be prepared for the impacts of potential tariffs and what that would mean for our economy, for manufacturing, for jobs in Canada. We need to be very united to say, whatever our differences are when it comes to Canadian interests and Canadian jobs, we're all going to work together to defend Canada, to defend Canadian jobs, to defend Canadian interests.
So saying we'll ensure that Canadian jobs and interests are defended in this. And so, of course, remember, not exactly a congratulatory message for Donald Trump or historic return to the government, and yet saying we will ensure that our interests are not harmed. Remember that there was a coalition between Trudeau and NDP earlier, not anymore, but could Trudeau need this coalition, need this party again when the elections happen very soon in Canada? Remember the whole issue between while US and India will want to foster their friendship and ensure that with Donald Trump at the helm, Prime Minister Modi here, that it will be the two leaders to ensure that India-US go a step ahead. But it's at the same time that India-Canada relationship is also deteriorating, specifically with regard to the safety of officials now on the ground. Milan Sharma is joining me, tracking all the latest. Milan, it's a very interesting comment, isn't it, that has come in from NDP. Should this be seen as a dig at Donald Trump? It's a cryptic post, and Jagmeet Singh is not someone who speaks usually in circles. He's been quite direct, at least when it comes to India.
Well, certainly, Canada is pretty much very anxious with the fact that Trump has been elected now as the president-elect, and of course by a good majority. So therefore, statements coming in from, Jagmeet Singh clearly show how anxious, the Canadian government is at the moment. We also saw how Justin Trudeau had issued a statement saying that, Canada and U.S. relations are as strong as possible. But certainly, in the light of, de-escalation required for tensions between India and Canada, which has not happened, and the attacks on, the Hindu temples, as you know, situation is not really turning out to be calmer than it should have been. And, such statements coming in from, Khalistan supporters and no action that is being taken on the Hindu Canadians' protection clearly hints at the double standards of, the Canadian government right now, Pooja.
All right, so Milan will be tracking all the latest on that. This is getting very interesting. Remember, like I've been saying, that it's not just about USA's president.